Up Michigan. I'm your host, Nolan Shelby. So, this week's episode is brought to you by, once again, U of M Diehards. Go check them out for all of your Michigan news and updates and reviews of games and previews of games and anything you need to know about Michigan football and basketball when that comes around. So today I actually have a layout for what I want to talk about, because usually I just kind of use what I think about in my mind to go off of, but today I actually have it all planned out. So number one, we're now 3-4. We beat the Lions. That's what I'm talking about. It's rivalry week. Michigan State. Big game. Obviously, Michigan is not favored to win this one, but I stand behind my Wolverines no matter what. So today we're going to talk about, well, first I'm going to start with some stats and interesting topics before I get into kind of a review of the game. So there was a big thing about the boycott of Under the Lights 3. I think I talked about it 2 weeks ago. I missed the bye week. I apologize. I didn't do anything for the bye week because it was a bye week and I was busy. But yeah, so I missed that. But there was a boycott that was supposedly about to happen when I filmed last week or 2 weeks ago before the Under the Lights game, and that did not work. There was 113,000, which pretty average, or a little bit above average for Michigan football. It's usually around 110, the highest. And I proved my point that Under the Lights 1 was 16 plus 12 equals 7. Under the Lights 2, 98 plus 1 equals 7. And this, Under the Lights 3, 98 plus 1 equals 7. Devin Funchess' crazy touchdown grab. I was in the end zone where, I wasn't in the end, but you know, I was sitting at that end zone when he caught it. And just when Gardner threw that ball, everybody went, "Oh my God, that's intercepted." There are 3 Lion defenders and only 1 Michigan player. They were like, "Oh, that's Devin Funchess," and he got it. And then it hit both of their hands, and then somehow Funchess came up with it, and we're like, "Touchdown!" And then my player of the week is just something I just do right now, Dennis Norfleet, who got the crowd so excited. I mean, he just got them pumped up, and he was dancing to Atomic Dog, and he quickly became one of my favorite players now. So now we're gonna kind of get into more of player side. So on defense, we had 2 great defensive. We always have great defensive players, but the 2 players that shined. Jake Ryan finally broke out of his shell. He's kind of been tucked away for a lot of the season, but he finally made his presence known, winning Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week. But he started to go to town on any short passes, most of the running. Michigan was right there to stop them, and most of them were led by Jake Ryan. And then Frank Clark, who was on our line and another fan favorite. Really, every Michigan big player is a fan favorite, but Frank Clark just kind of put so much, put so much pressure on Christian Hackenberg. It was just hard for him to even get a pass off of it. It seemed a lot of the times when Clark decided to lead that blitz, they were leading a blitz, and you could just tell they were ready to win that game. The Michigan team was on offense. Amar Darboh showed that he is kind of a bigger player than I think people think he is, because I think a lot of people overlook him and look, "Oh look, Devin Funchess." That's about it. But Amar Darboh's out there with him, and he made 2 or 3 great third down conversion catches. All of them were crazy, and he had some other good catches that night. And then Davion Smith getting his first start for the injured Derek Green did pretty dang good. I'll give it to him. He did better than I thought he would personally. I thought that they were going to have to run Justice Hazens a little bit more, but Davion Smith did what he was supposed to do, taking over for that former #1 running back out of high school. And then Wes Bellamy came in. Russell Bellamy, because you know Shane Morris obviously had the concussion against Minnesota, and an ankle injury, so they weren't really sure if they were going to play him. And Russell Bellamy came in when Gardner went out. He came in and he did okay. I mean, he could have done better, you know. Obviously, you know, he's coming straight off the bench. Like, look at him against Nebraska, like 2 years ago, when Denard was hurt. You know, I think it's because he's a third-string quarterback. He doesn't expect to play that much. I think against Penn Penn State, he could have prepared a little bit better, you know, because he almost threw an interception. Should have been bad because that was a pick six if he would have intercepted it. But I think that I don't think he's going to be our starter anytime soon, but I wish he was. You know, it's obviously going to be Morris next year and Gardner for probably the rest of this year. But, you know, anything could happen, and we could get Bellamy back out, but I highly doubt that. Khalid Hill, injured, out for the season. Praying for your man. Get better soon. Tell your Michigan family behind you. And Devin Gardner went out for maybe one series, and that was it. Maybe a series and a half. And you could tell, I mean, that's why I love. He's, in my opinion, the toughest quarterback in the Big Ten. One of the toughest in the NCAA. Because he's taken so many big hits. And it just doesn't, he's like, okay. It doesn't bother him at all. So, he did have a boot on his foot after that game. It was his ankle or his foot. I don't quite remember. I don't have it pulled up, but it was his ankle or his foot. But, you know, he just is a fighter. I mean, that's all you can really say about him is he is a big, big fighter. Now time to, excuse me, it's now time to look at this week's game. Spotty. Playing East Landfill, second year in a row. Last year, I don't want to talk about, and I refuse to. But, quick little side note, Michigan, #1 public school in America. That's what I'm talking about. Hail to the victors. Also, Chad Tough wristbands are now back in stock. What is this? Light coming off, making my hair look maze. Oh, it's from this, I think. Just making my hair. But yeah, Chad Tough wristbands. Go get yours. Support the cause. Now for sale at the MDen, $3. Go and get them. You can get T-shirts at most sports shops. At most sports shop, I believe, in Ann Arbor. Yeah, and there's also another Chad Tough T-shirt at the MDen. And MDen just got in a lot of new gear for this upcoming basketball season. Okay, now talk about Michigan State game. So, I didn't say a prediction last week, and we won. So I'm not gonna say one this week. But I think you guys know how I feel about it. Spotty, who, in my opinion, overrated. Not really. That's a great team. Have no respect for them. I will say this right now. I have no respect after you spray painted the diag. Yeah, you say you guys don't have any respect for us after we spray painted Spartan a couple years ago. Okay, fair enough. I understand. We did it. You're getting your payback. Okay, but we did that kind of when we was the better team. You guys did it when you were we did it when we weren't really the better team. You guys did it when you were more than obviously a better team. Now, forgive me for saying that, Michigan loyal faithful, I know. But you just gotta look at stats. But it's NCAA football. Any type of upset could happen, and I'm praying for an upset. But they spray painted the black M on diag. Green. Okay, you know. It's an act of vandalism. I get where you're playing from. I understand that. Okay, you know, fair enough. But, keys to Michigan's success Saturday. We have to be just lucky. And I know it sounds bad, but State has a great defense and a great offense. But I think our defense has been trying to step it up, and I think we definitely stepped it up against Penn State. We definitely stepped it up and turned it up a notch. Now, I think Michigan's key players against State is Devin Gardner, Devin Funchess, Davion Smith. I'm going to do 3 from each side. So those 3 on offense, those 3 main players on offense. Then Frank Clark, Jake Ryan, and Jordan Lewis. Those are my 3 key players for defense. Just checking my time. And almost out. So those are my 6 players, however you want to say it. Top players that State needs to kind of have a plan for. But Michigan also has to have a plan for the entire State team, because State will, as you saw last year, throw anything at us and they won't stop. So I'm giving Michigan good luck. Go blue. I'll see you guys next week. I know I'm kind of a little bit short. I'm sorry. I have a lot of stuff I have to get done this week. Week's almost over. I have a lot of stuff. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to click that like button and subscribe. It means a lot to me. It shows your support. Next week, maybe a little bit change to that intro. It may not be slides. Just saying. It's coming up in the future. Go Blue.